What is up, guys? I got my John Deere hat on. I'm sitting on a John Deere GT245, and I'm gonna be showing you how to install the John Deere home maintenance kit for this mower. They make this kit pretty darn simple. Part number LG249. It comes with 2 quarts of oil, your oil filter, pre-filter, air filter, your fuel filter, so lots of filters, and 2 spark plugs. And this mower has a 20 horsepower Kawasaki engine in it. I did let this mower run for a few minutes to let that oil get nice and warmed up. That just makes it more viscous and it'll let it flow a lot easier. Now I'm just going to turn that tire to the left to give us a little more room, and you'll see on the right side of the engine here they give us this extender tube. That way the oil clears the frame when we drain it. So we're going to go ahead and drain the oil. Put your drain pan underneath the tube, and I like to put an adjustable wrench on the tube to help hold it. Otherwise, if you go to back this off, it's possible that that tube will spin out of the block and you'll get oil all on this frame. Just save yourself the mess. And we'll just take this cap off. Oil's pretty darn dirty, so it did need changed. And now we'll just give this a couple minutes to get all that oil out. Now that this has stopped flowing, I'm gonna put that drain plug back in here. Now this is just plastic threading into plastic, so do not over tighten this. Just snug it down ever so slightly. That's all we need. And if you want to purchase this kit, I will throw a link down in the description where you can find it. Coming over to the left side, we're gonna remove our oil filter now. And this is the setup I'm going with. I got my oil pan underneath here, then I got a funnel underneath this little drip edge. And hopefully when I take this oil filter off, all that oil will go down into that funnel and into the pan. And this should just be hand tight, which it is. It's like I've done this before. Now I'm going to clean the oil off of here real quick since I got access to it. And another thing you want to check is make sure that oil filter gasket did not stick to this housing. If it did, and you put the new filter on, you'll have a double gasket and that will leak. Now with the new filter, just take your finger and dip it in this oil real quick, and then we'll lubricate this gasket. And now we can just screw this back on. It only needs to be hand tight. We're ready to fill this thing up with oil, and this thing takes 1.9 quarts. So we'll dump this first bottle in. And we'll dump the second bottle in. Next, we're going to be replacing the air filter, which is located in the front of the engine. Now, I'm going to take off this hood just so you guys can see everything better. It is completely unnecessary to do so, but if you do want to do it, there is one plug right down in there that the headlights plug into. That needs unplugged, and then you'll lean this back slightly and pull it towards the front, and that hood will come right off. To gain access to this air filter, we're gonna unscrew these screws up here, and this cover will lift right off. I don't know, what do you guys think? Was it time to replace this thing? I'd say so. Now there's 2 wing nuts on the top of it. Once you pull these wing nuts off, this filter will just come straight up. The new filter will just drop right back down on there, and we'll put our wing nuts back on and tighten them up. Now this pre-filter just slips over top of the air filter. It'll just slide down. I didn't think that was too bad, but it might be easier to do that off the mower. Our cover just slides over top of that filter, and these 2 little screws go right back in. Next, we'll replace the spark plugs, and on the side of the engine, we got 1 wire that's here and 1 wire that is here. Now we'll just pull those off, and that'll give us access to the spark plug. I'm gonna take some compressed air and blow out this whole area. The last thing you want is any dirt and debris getting inside the engine. Using a 13/16 socket, we'll remove that spark plug. And now we'll install the new one. We'll just snug that down. And if your mower is old like this one, that wire can slip down in the boot, so just hold the wire and the boot together, and you should feel that wire click in real nice, and it'll be nice and secure. And we'll repeat the exact same process for the right side of the mower. And on the right side of the mower, we have our fuel filter, so we'll just take needle nose pliers, pull these little clips back, and we'll remove that old filter and install the new one. Probably gonna dump some fuel. And on our new fuel filter, there is an arrow up here which is pointing this way, which is the correct orientation because the gas comes from the gas tank and goes to the engine. So this needs to be installed in this orientation. Now John Deere does give you this cute little sticker to put on your mower, but I just like to take a paint marker and write the date and hours right on the filter. So I got that hood back on, and the very last thing I'll do is turn over that engine and let this thing run for a little bit, let that oil pump, circulate that oil through that entire engine through the new oil filter. Then I'll turn it off and recheck my oil level. I want to be sure that my oil level is good before I start running this thing. So as you saw, pretty simple, doesn't take a lot of time and uses very basic hand tools, but that's all there is to it. So if you guys gained anything out of this video, make sure you hit that like and subscribe button. It really helps out the channel, and I will see you on the next one.